Hello everybody, I'm 5th District Supervisor Joe Baca Jr. and this is our Community Spotlight. Today is a very special day for us. We get to highlight one of our Rialto residents, Juan Quesada, who's a recent Confire graduate. So congratulations. How do you feel about graduating?
Thanks, sir. Honestly, pretty stoked, just to get started, with my career in the healthcare and stuff like that.
Well, that's great. So you mentioned you growing up in Rialto. So as you were growing up in Rialto, did you ever consider becoming either a firefighter, EMT, or doctor? Was that in your wildest dreams, or was that something that you thought of as you came into high school?
Well, actually, growing up in Rialto, a lot of my family actually is big in giving back to the community as well. And I have 3 brothers who are currently deputy sheriffs, and I also have a sister who's a teacher that serves here in San Bernardino County as well. And that kind of inspired me really, in the beginning and stuff like that. And then also working closely, you were one of my teachers, in high school for senior year at my government econ. And honestly, it was very inspiring just having you as a teacher. It showed me a lot about hard work and perseverance and stuff like that. And yeah, definitely just that was kind of the stepping stones of where my inspiration for giving back to the community came from.
Okay, so one of the things you mentioned is that in your family, you have family members that are teachers and public safety. So it sounds like, public safety was a big inspiration from your family members and being a community service. But why the fire service? What made you choose to go in a fire type service?
So yeah, the reason why I kind of chose this service more than any of the other ones was just mainly I wanted to be able to give that public safety, that safety of just being able to help out people in a way that being on their worst day and just being able to respond and be there for them when nobody else can. And I think that's kind of what gave me the inspiration to do that, was mainly that.
You graduated from high school, then what made you decide to join the military? And tell us about your military service.
Yeah, so I guess it mainly came from my brother, who also served in the Marine Corps as well. It kind of started there. As a kid, just seeing him serve, because he actually, he served in the Marine Corps as well. He did 4 years. He was an OT-31 as well, which is a machine gunner. And just giving the sense of purpose that's bigger than myself was kind of mainly what brought me there. And yeah, that was pretty much it for my military service, yeah. And then what I did exactly, I worked closely a lot with just infantry, and then also with medics and stuff like that, which definitely brought a lot of my insight to the medical field. I guess it kind of just, being in the infantry, it's you're combat ready, you're supposed to be ready to fight for your country, right? But seeing the medicine side of things, of helping people, that's really what kind of, I don't know, I gravitated towards mainly. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about helping people that really, really inspires me.
So how was your transition? You served 4 years in the Marine Corps, and then you finished, you discharged honorably, and then now you're going into civilian life. How was that transition for you?
Yeah, it was honestly pretty smooth, I would say. And then one thing that helped me a lot was I actually contacted you. You mentioned a lot of county work and stuff like that. That's actually what led me to Confire.
As you did your training for Confire, going through the academy, did your military service, I know you mentioned you like being around a lot of medics, did that help you with your training for Confire?
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to being disciplined, working under pressure, especially with the medical field, you're going to be in situations that are critical, and you have to be able to be calm. And I think the military really set me up for success on that part. And going through the program, it was definitely something that was difficult, but it was also really rewarding at the same time. It taught me a lot about teamwork, same thing that I learned in the military, but it really amplified it, working with other civilians and stuff like that. Teamwork, and definitely that was one of the main things that helped me out.
Well, it sounds like between your family, the military, school, and your training has really kind of begin to shape your career and kind of who you are. And now that you're going to start Confire real soon, what are your future aspirations? We know Confire is kind of an entry-level position. What are your aspirations as you look into the future? What's your crystal ball tell you?
Yeah, so I'd say mainly just the medical field. I always talk to my my mom about my future aspirations and stuff as well. And there's just something about the medical field that just makes me want to pursue it like without an issue. You know, some people like they dread going to work or something like that, but this job has just been something else. Like, you know, just learning about the medicine, the human body, and like, you know, trauma and stuff like that. It's something I can't really get bored of, and it's really like, you know, it's almost like a calling that I feel within myself. And then I wanted to hopefully one day, you know, go to medical school, use my military benefits to pursue that.
That'd be great. It sounds like you have a good plan. It sounds like, you know, you went from high school to military to Confire. You're continuing your education. You're on a good path to having a successful career. And I always try to encourage young individuals, look, it's about creating a better life, not just for you, but your family, and leaving a legacy behind and having transitional, you know, generational wealth, which is very, very important. And I just want to thank you. Very, very proud of you. Looking forward to you doing great things, many great things in the community. And I just want to thank all of you for tuning in to the San Bernardino County 5th District Spotlight. We're here with Juan Quesada, a Rialto resident, a U.S. Marine veteran, and also a Confire EMS. We're looking forward to him doing great things and continuing to serve the community. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in and continue to make the county proud and make our community proud. Thank you so much.